Karen's digging into that cake centre. Now Pamper time. She's got the cucumbers out. Face masks. Cucumber on the eyes.
Sunbathing in the bed.
Living on the sociables. That's where it's going. Living the best life.
Mommy!
Oh God. Too bad.
Scary night, scary night.
Yeah.
Where's it been out?
Give nightmares. Oh, you all look scary. Oh, you all look like ghosts. Oh my God, it's good.
We were all gonna do it, but
some of them took them off early. Pillow fight. Why the fuck? Oh. Gonna get it now. Oh, I'm joking. I'm joking, Jack. This is Danny Boy's song. Yeah, you can dance to it, man. Danny Boy's song. Tip it on the ear, Brenda. Come on.
We're going to start nice and easy, and we'll progressively get a little bit worse and then a little bit better. In here, we've got a very cute animal, a lot like my grumpy uncle. So I called him exactly the same name. So this is Alan, who's in this box is actually one of the best predators the world's ever seen.
owl.
He's an owl. How did you?
Starting off with the best.
He has 3 of the most amazing talents any animal could ever ask for. The first one is incredible hearing. So he can hear from inside this box everybody's heartbeat.
Oh, wow.
Right now, from inside this box.
Wow, didn't know that.
He's very friendly, he doesn't bite. Once you see him, you're going to be surprised because he's 10 years old, the smallest owls in the world.
That is actually cute to me.
Isn't he amazing? Go as well. Did you try this one? No.
Go on, Stan. He's getting his Instagram shots.
There you go.
So cute. Wow. It's nice and soft as well.
Thank you. You're very welcome. He eats all sorts, again, from bugs, worms, flies, mice, rats, spiders, even some small fish as well. Would you like to see him? Yeah. So before I fetch him out, I have to give him a good spray down. Ready? His name's Tang. You'll see why.
Oh, it's that's cute. That's cute.
So this is Tang. Isn't he just the cutest?
He just looks like a tank.
He's not screaming just yet.
If you go to France, they do frogs legs.
Yeah, okay.
It's almost like a face hugger from Alien.
See.
Snake time.
First one.
He's too light.
He's trying to escaping already.
His name's Macaroni.
Macaroni, mac and cheese.
We have one presenter who, when he gets new reptiles, he likes to name them after pasta. We've got macaroni, we've got spaghetti.
Oh, I like.
So this is Macaroni. Now Macaroni is very cool. He's very sweet. He's what we call a California king snake. Very cool.
I wouldn't do that, I don't think.
So with this snake right here, his name's Jambo, and he's what we call a royal python. He's called a royal python because of a very famous Egyptian queen who would walk around with this snake on her head as a crown. She would use these snakes to keep herself safe, to make herself look more scary than what she actually was. Now, how does that feel?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Better might get out around my neck.
Go on then.
Yeah, man.
Go on, Tom.
You ready?
Yeah.
It's off.
Sliding straight back off.
Lovely. Come on then. It's alright.
Would you like him around your neck or in your hands? Around your neck, yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
Well done, Brenda.
You've got him all by yourself now. Now, nice. Can you give a nice big smile?
I think when there's an expert near, I don't mind so much from missing the wild.
Nope.
Done, Em.
Have you held a snake before? Oh, and that was your first time holding it?
well
You
done then,
fooled me
Emily.
then. You look so... That's it. Perfect. You got him. Am I okay to let go?
Yeah.
Amazing. There you go. Now you can pose, look.
Nope.
Oh my god, he's really
Did you like him?
I like that.
He's good, isn't he?
Yeah. I don't want to hold it.
You don't want to hold him?
Go on then.
There's escape to be
Trying to
fair.
escape.
Do you want to try this one?
Oh, he's good.
He really is going for it.
Yeah.
Don't bite me. Please don't bite me.
When I got Bruce this morning, he had perfect scales. Now, he is slowly shedding his skin, so if any scales fall off, you've not hurt him. Just getting rid of his old scales, that's all. Now, Bruce is one of my favourite lizards, a blue tongue skink. Quite simply because what colour's his tongue? Blue. He uses that big blue tongue to trick animals into thinking he's venomous, dangerous and deadly. Would I be silly enough to bring a venomous, dangerous animal?
No.
I did, it was the tarantula. It's the only venomous animal I have. I didn't tell you anybody that beforehand. But Bruce is far from dangerous. He eats fruit, vegetables, insects, eggs and cat food. So what he will do is if anybody scares him, he'll show you his tongue at first. If you're not scared of his tongue, he's going to turn himself around, wag his tail in your face. And
I don't mind
it gets worse. It gets much worse than him wagging his tail. He starts to wee, it runs down his tail and he flicks his wheel over you. It's brilliant. The other lizard I've got is a little bit strange, but doesn't flick its wee everywhere. You ready? It does something much worse, or much better, depending on which way you look at it. So Tails is our legless lizard. She's not a snake. Everyone always thinks she's a snake. She is a lizard. She uses her tongue to smell. She's got little ears, which the snakes don't. But I promise.
Looks like a snake,
Shall I tell you its special trick? So some lizards, when they get scared, what can they do with their tail other than flick wee everywhere with it? Does anybody know? They won't eat you. This one, I don't think this one will eat you. You're all safe. I promise. This one eats dog food instead of cat food as well. I don't understand why. But with this one, she has a very, very strange body. So down the side of her body, there's a little line that looks like she's been glued back together. And unfortunately, that line stops here, which tells me all of this here is her body, her head, her back. All of this must be her tail. So if she gets a bit scared, she's going to turn around, she's going to wiggle her tail. She's not going to flick her wee at everybody. Instead, she's just going to make her tail fall off, which could be half of her body, or it could be, as what's happened before with her, the slight end of her tail as well. The more food she eats after that's happened, though, is it grows back, almost identical to the last time. So she's 8 years old, Bruce is 2. Of course you can. See all his scales coming off.
When he sticks his tongue out, that means he's going to start flapping his
Bruce is
tail
good,
and
isn't
weeing
he?
all over.
Oh, then is that the legless lizard, right?
These animals went from being great big elephants and had to evolve over time into something that could survive in Madagascar. If you was to Google Tenric now, there's lots of different variations. Some that look like hedgehogs, some have got mohawks, yellow spikes, long legs, little legs, rat tails, no tails. This one's got a big bull bum. You ready? This is Miss Sniffles, and she's what we call a common Tenric.
Wow.
This is a common Tenric. Isn't she just strange?
But also cute.
It's very close to moles, so she'll act just like a mole, so she'll bury herself underground most of the day. She can't see anything after that. So she relies heavily on her nose and her giant ears, which is a downfall because she uses her nose to help her dig as well. So when she's digging through the dirt in Madagascar, she often gets dirt stuck up her nose. So what she does instead is she gets so snotty, in a minute you'll see big snot bubbles dripping from her nose, and she covers the place in snot. But that snot just cleans her nose for her. It keeps her being able to smell everything perfectly. There you go, look already.
No thanks.
Snot bubbling everywhere. This animal. She's 10 years old, yeah. Oh gosh. So usually these only live for 5 years at most. So the fact she's double that age and she's outlived all of her children as well. She had 22 babies in one go and she's outlived every single one. Fantastic.
Nice, Dan.
There you go. Amazing.
Nope.
Fantastic.
Like no.
4.5 years ago. He was born on our little zoo, but he was only born with one ear. And his parents noticed that and kicked him out of bed and stopped looking at him. Luckily, they didn't eat him because that's what else they could have done in the wild. They'd eat their babies if there's anything wrong. This one did was he lived in my house. He became my best friend. I had to hand feed him, and as he was growing up, I also got a puppy in the house. Not a very good mix, but they got on like a house on fire. Bert grew up thinking he was a dog. He had no idea he was a skunk until about last year. When he went to the vet, I told him he's the sweetest, laziest, daftest animal you could ever meet. And it turns out I lied because he was the grumpiest, scariest animal you could have ever been around. When a skunk gets upset, we all know what they do, don't we?
They handstand and spray out.
They spray. He's 4 years old.
Yeah, I'll probably do it.
We went to tell us that she had dog biscuits in her pocket. But all of a sudden, around the...
You're going to run off. You're going to run off.
Brenda's going to have a pencil.
Brenda's going to lick it.
I think you end up licking you, Brenda. You're getting caught up in me.
Happy birthday to Steve. Happy birthday to you.
Right, get Smith to off it.
Happy birthday.
Well done.
Yay.
Present?
No, mate. Quality Street. Can't complain at that then, can you?
That's Steve's.
Oh, dropping the cake everywhere. Where are we going that one? Oh wow, that line Nice shirt by the looks of it.
Oh, nice t-shirt.
Let's see that shirt.
Oh, that's nice.
Let's have a look.
Oh wow.
Oh,
The night
nice.
is. Yeah. That's so Steve. Ooh, I think I know what that is, I'm going to say.
That snake is in there.
Back to the snake. Ooh, a spider.
That's the jelly one.
There won't be.
Oh, more chocolate.
Ooh, more sweets. Ooh, roses. Roses and Quality Street.
Somebody's put a bit too much sellotape on that one.
Who did this? Dan or Rich? Stan! Exposed. Yeah, I can gather who was Stan. You don't want him to get in it, do you? What is that? Guess the night is. Oh, nice. Oh, you like that?
Oh, wow.
Nice. He looks in those gifts where you can like give like £20 note and lock it inside like a puzzle track.
Oh, that's good. Happy birthday, mate.